Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. Today's video is just going to be a little bit different because it doesn't concern food, okay? All the videos here lately, you've been seeing food, okay? What's for supper, can biscuit videos, all this other stuff, okay? So, this one doesn't have food in it. All it's got in it is a pot holder, a towel, and a button. Y'all want to see what I'm doing? Come along with me and I'll show you what I'm doing. Hey y'all, Tracy here with Keeper of the Home at 4D Farms. Y'all, today is just a different kind of little video I thought you might be interested in. I'm in my sewing / extra room, storage room, whatever. Okay, what we're going to turn this room into next. And y'all, I am just doing a little sewing project today. Okay, I'm making some gifts and I'm to the very last one. I've almost got all of them done. I think I've made about 15 of these, okay? And I got down to the very last one and I'm like, you know what? Somebody might want to know how to do this. I saw it on Pinterest. I saw the picture and I'm like, easy peasy, I can do it, okay? And I'm like, somebody else may want to know how to do this. So I'm just going to show you how today. Just a little different kind of video today for all you sewing followers out there. Okay, y'all, I'm not a professional sewer. I don't sew for the public. I just sew for us, fun projects, whatever. I don't teach sewing classes, okay? But y'all, beginners, this is a very beginner level. Like I said, pick you out a pot holder, a tea towel, a kitchen towel. It matches, and one button. I'm going to show you how. Let me see if I can set y'all somewhere where y'all can see me. Y'all excuse the hot mess today. I'm just trying to get these finished up. I just had some free time and I'm like, let's go do this. Let's get these finished. Let me see if I can put y'all somewhere, okay? Hold on. Okay, y'all. I think I got y'all somewhere where maybe you won't fall over. If I start sewing, you may fall over. I just didn't feel like going and get my tripod right now. I may have to go get it if y'all start wobbling a little bit. But this is all you do. This is, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let me grab one. Oh, okay. These are like to hang on your oven door, okay? This is what you're going to be making. Look how cute. Y'all, you can't get much simpler than that. Let me show you how to do it. We're going to toss that one back over there because I just got the whole stack over there. And so I just got to the very last one and I'm like, let me use this one to show them how. This is all you do. You take your pot holder, the side where like the tag is, you're going to fold this in. And y'all, I'll show you, you can gather this tea towel if you want to, if you know how to gather. But y'all, if you don't want to go through all that, because I tried that, when I got to the end and I needed to pull the string to pull the gathers, the material was too thick. So I said, I got another way. We're just going to tuck it as we go. Okay? So you're going to take your tea towel. You're going to fold it in half by the line. Okay? Right side out. Okay? Normally when you sew, you hear wrong sides together, right sides together. Now, you want this on the outside. Okay? Fold your pot holder in half where the little thing is up here. Y'all see that like a little taco? Okay, you're going to take this. This is the simplest way for me, y'all, to do this. I'll try to show you how. I set the taco, the folded pot holder, on top of that fold right there. Because you want the center of the towel, the center fold of the towel, and the center fold of the pot holder, okay? I'm going to pinch it together. I'm not going to pin it, y'all, because I've done 15 of these. This is just the quickest thing. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to put this up under my needle. Follow your center line of the tea towel. I'm going to try to get y'all where y'all can kind of see my sewing machine. Follow the center line. You are going to sew a straight line, okay, down the pot holder, but I need to keep an eye on my pot holder to make sure I'm sewing a straight line. Because as I get to tucking this, like I said, if you want to sew that one line down, okay, then when you get to the end, you gather, you pull that string and you gather as you go. I tried it, y'all. My string kept breaking. I kept getting frustrated. I said, I'm just going to tuck it as I go and just pin tuck it kinda, okay? So, but I do need to see my line at my fold in the towel to make sure I'm following that folded line, because that's giving me a line already. I don't have to mark anything. And I've got to make sure I'm keeping my pot holder straight so I get a straight line down, okay? So this is all I'm doing, y'all. First, I'm going to do a couple of stitches. I got to raise my needle up. Oh, hold on. I'm not stitching. Hold on. My needle came unthreaded. Y'all, I love my sewing machine because this is so simple. I pull it down. I pull it up through there, and that threads my sewing machine for me, y'all. My eyes, that little bitty hole, okay? Mine is self-threading, okay? Now let's make sure I'm in the middle of the pot holder. I'm feeling it on both sides. That's right in the middle. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to sew a couple of stitches. I'm going to back tack because y'all stress on the outside of your seams will pop stitches. So I back tacked a few times. Now, keeping the pot holder straight. Like I said, I have done 15 of these already. I've just got the knack for it, okay? So, keep it straight. I'm going to start tucking little tucks and making my own gathers. I'm going to wet my fingers a little spittle, okay? Okay, I'm going to raise my presser foot up so I can go ahead and get that first little fold. See, I'm tucking. I'm tucking. Put my presser foot back down. I can feel with my fingers where my pot holder is. And if I'm keeping it straight, I can feel with my pinkies. Now I'm going to sew those first few down, those first few folds. And I'll try to get you up here where you can see. All right? I'm keeping straight. Because I had one while ago I just had to do all over again because somehow I got, okay, my pot holder was sliding as I was sewing. I wasn't using my pinkies as the guide, okay? Let me turn y'all around here and show you what I got so far, okay? Y'all see that? I just folded. I'm taking and I'm tucking. I'm just making little tucks on both sides, of course. As I go, I'm just making little tucks, okay? I'm just taking and pinching and then making little tucks, and that's what I did. See, I've got little gathers up under the presser foot. See, I got little gathers, okay? So, let me set y'all back down, and we're going to keep doing the process. Okay? All right. I got to feel where my pot holder's at. Get a little more tuck. See, I'm pinching some, and I'm tucking, but I'm holding them in place so that way they don't pop back out. I'm just pinching and tucking. Okay? I'm going to use this finger to put my presser foot back down. Use my pinkies as my guide to keep my pot holder straight and sew over those folds. I've just made some more gathers. Now let me look at everything. Let me take a little gander, a little sneak. Okay? Do some more pin tucks. Lift up my presser foot because y'all, this is kind of thickish material, so I have to use my presser foot kind of. Put it back down. I'm going to use my pinkies as my guide to hold my my pot holder in place. I'm following the fold of the towel, but I'm also keeping the towel straight and making sure I'm going in a straight line down my pot holder. See, I was about to get crooked again. I'm glad I raised it up and looked because I was about to get crooked. For some reason, I had two pot holders that just did not want to go straight, and this was one of them. So we got you now. Okay, I'm just going to finish pin tucking. All right, I'm to the end. Okay, now getting it close to my needle. Let me see if I can get the tucks and show you what I'm talking about. Right there. Before I sew it, all right, make sure my pot holder's straight. Let me see if I can grab the phone and show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, see how I've got little folds? I'm going to hold it down on both sides and just sew straight down this way, okay? And I'm going to back tie it. Hold on tight, y'all. Y'all are going for a bumpy ride, okay? Y'all, this is our next room we are going to start on. And I want to completely turn my sewing cabinets around to the other wall. Okay, now I'm going to hold everything in place. Make sure my placemat's going straight. Oh, put my presser foot back down. I'm just going to sew right over all those folds and I'm going to back tie. Hold everything in place. Make sure my pot holder is not sliding sideways. All right, now let's just sew. I need to make sure this seam is laying flat though on this towel at the very end and it's not tucked up underneath that seam. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna go, all right, let's keep my, okay, now I'm gonna back tie it a couple of times. All right, there. Mine is an automatic cutter, y'all, thread cutter. Now, look at this. What we're going to do next, y'all see how simple that was? See how it hangs? And you see the gathers? I didn't have to go through all that, okay, and breaking my thread about 50 times. I got very frustrated. The next step, y'all, I'm going to turn my sewing machine off. The next step, y'all, is the button. You place your button, move that so I don't lose my needle. Put your button on the other side, okay? On the outside, you're going to sew your button on right there. Oh, y'all can't see that. You're going to sew your button on right there, y'all. Now, when I get done sewing the button on, you're going to take the little loop and pull it over the button, okay? You're going to fasten it, okay? The person who receives this gift is just going to put this on their oven door or a cabinet door or a handle on a pull-out drawer, and y'all wipe your hands, whatever, okay? If for some reason in the future that maybe it comes apart, it gets old after washing and the stitches are starting to come apart, y'all, you can take the stitches out. You got a new pot holder and you got a new tea towel. Okay, so y'all, I have sat here for the past few days and I have literally taught my grandchildren. I was like, it's time. Where's my thread? Right there. I said, you know what? It is time. I got a granddaughter that just has, the youngest granddaughter that just has to be doing something with her hands, y'all. She's just got to be doing something. She's very detailed. She pays attention to detail. She has tiny little hands. And I said, you know what? Let's try something. I threaded my needle. I'm like, let's try something. And I said, do you want Gma to show you how to use a real needle and thread? And you learn how to sew a button. You learn, I started them out with stitches first. I started out with felt and some embroidery floss that was thicker and bigger needles with the eyes in them, you know. Y'all, I want y'all to know that child sat here beside me for 45 minutes one day just stitching. That's all she wanted to do was stitch. That's all she wanted to do. And I'm like, okay, Gma's got you. I let her work on that for a couple of days. Then, the next few days, I said, you want to learn how to sew on a button? Yeah. Y'all, 5-year-old little girl could sit here and thread that little bitty needle better than I could. 5 years old. She sat here. I don't know what I did with their things. I think I put them in their bedrooms. They wanted to save their things that they sewed. And they stitched. And she sat here another day and just sewed buttons on, sewed buttons on, sewed buttons on. 5 years old. So when the oldest granddaughter got home from school every day that week, then I started working with her. Then, y'all, I set them free with showing how to guide fabric and sew stitches on the sewing machine. 5 and 6 years old. They love it. They love it. Can you teach us how to sew some clothes? Oh, yes, baby girl, I can. Now, I did the foot pedal on the sewing machine. Y'all, I'm sewing the button on. See? I said, you know what? Let me do, I wasn't about to set that little one with the foot pedal. Oh, no. Y'all, she'd be like a race car driver. Whoa! Okay? No. I do the foot pedal. One thing at a time, okay? I taught them how to use my sewing machine and place the fabric under the needle. Let down the presser foot. Keep your hands out of the way. Just sew straight lines. Guide the fabric. Sew straight lines. I went really slow. Then when they got to the end, I showed them what lift the needle, cut the thread, then lift the presser foot up, remove the fabric, and they just sit there and sewed lines down that fabric. They love it. So y'all, guess what? The easiest thing to start them out, I asked them, I said, do y'all want to learn how to make something for yourself? And I help y'all? Yeah. Guess what, y'all? Pajama bottoms first. Easiest thing to start them out on. Then we're going to graduate. And G-Ma's going to help them. 5 and 6 years old, y'all. They want to learn. Okay? Y'all, I don't think my boys know how to sew on a button. I really don't. I don't think they know how to sew on buttons. Mama, I got a button off my pants, going off my shirt. Can you sew a button on for me? You want me to show you how? No, I'm good. His daughters now know how to sew on buttons, and I showed him their work. So, y'all, easy peasy. It's easy. And then I have my very first sewing machine that my husband bought me, and I put it up when I got this one. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have granddaughters someday. Sure enough, I had granddaughters first. I have it right up there. I'm going to teach my granddaughters. I will probably buy them a little kids sewing machine first to start practicing on so they don't get hurt, okay? Then start them out on my very first sewing machine. Once they get the hang of it, then set them loose with this one. 5 and 6 years old, y'all. You can teach them. I'm going to teach them how to read patterns. I bought my little granddaughters. What'd I do with it? I put them up. I bought them their very first little sewing kits. They love it. They have taken them tape measures and just gone through this house measuring everything. Measuring their heads, measuring their waists, everything. Hey, that's things you need to know, okay? So they are just having a ball. So we're going to start out, I'm going to start out teaching them how to sew them some pajama bottoms. I'm going to let them put the elastic through it. Just a little spit again, y'all. Put some elastic through them. And I'm going to teach them how to make them some pajama bottoms. I'm going to take them one day to go pick out some fabric. And I might get pictures of the process, y'all, and just let y'all see what we've done, and let them learn how to make their own pajama bottoms. Y'all see this? Look what we just made. And all you do, put your button on there, Got to finagle it around a little bit. Look at there. Easy peasy gift to hang on the oven door, cabinet door. Easy peasy. Y'all, I just made about this. I think this made 16. Whew. Y'all, it's easy. I'm doing these like for gifts. I got my sewing light in here, y'all. I'm sorry. I made these for like for little gifts and stuff. Okay, just Dollar Tree, y'all. Dollar Tree. Okay, and you can turn things into gifts. All right. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this. When I start doing my granddaughter's things, we may turn that into a video, y'all. Teaching children how to sew. Teaching girls how to sew and make things for themselves, okay? Make things for their dolls, for their Barbie dolls. Y'all, I don't know how to sew Barbie doll clothes. I don't know how to sew. My granddaughter's like, can we make some doll clothes? I don't know, because I don't know how to do that. Okay? Y'all, nice gifts just like this. Doesn't have to cost a fortune, but y'all, it's made with love and they will love it. Okay, y'all go teach them little girls how to sew. Guys too, there's guys that can do this, y'all. Teaching boys how to sew some buttons on their shirts when they pop off. Okay, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I hope I've gave you an easy craft idea to turn into a gift, y'all, for someone, and start teaching those grandkids, those young girls how to sew, y'all, and start making some things for themselves. And I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. For my sewing followers, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Or maybe if you're like, you know what, I'd really like to learn how to start sewing, here's a quick project to get started on. Okay, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I will see y'all in the next one.